Welcome to another exciting edition of Travel Guide. If you are new here, consider subscribing. Today we will be visiting the Royal Observatory Greenwich, London, and the cafe is great, especially on a sunny day when you can take advantage of the outdoor seating and views over Greenwich and London. Amazing to think that Lord Halley discovered the moons of Jupiter here, and together with Harrison, whose clocks are also exhibited here, shared King Charles XI ND Prize for discovering longitude, therefore revolutionizing navigation. This house, built for Queen Anne, hastened in a new period of Palladian architecture, and the Wallace art collection is superb. Nice and well-documented history around the observatory, and history how was found, and set the meridian, from the place itself to observing the sky, precisely defining and keeping time, and all the applications around positioning and timekeeping. You might have to wait a bit to make a picture in the meridian line itself, as it is the real highlight of the place. Quite pricey, though, 16 quid for a tour, especially considering that most of the museums and galleries in London are free. Standing on the two halves of the world is an experience that everyone should have, and you can do that here. The observatory also has a complex museum that explains the history of the observatory, and the room where the meridian was made. A great museum to see the prime meridian line, and discovered all the great scientific discoveries the Brits have done in sea navigations. Royal Observatory Greenwich is definitely worth a visit, if not for the observatory itself, then most definitely for the view you get of London. It is a stunning view, and definitely worth a visit on a clear day. It's a bit of a walk up some stairs, and a hefty hill, but it's worth it to sit down and just relax with the view. Definitely visit this place if you are in London. It's a bit of a pain to get to, but the Tube DLR will get you there. There is so much to see in a relaxed atmosphere, with the added bonus of amazing views of the park and the London skyline beyond. Excellent day out. Especially on a sunny day, spend a bit of time in the park adjacent, and take in some of the epic views. You can see the city after climbing the little hill. It's so beautiful. There is the planetarium, and the museum to see. If you're a family, it's well worth getting the family membership, which allows you entry to Cutty Sark, observatory, planetarium, etc. The perfect place to geek out over scientific history. Set in a large park, this place is easy to access via various transport lines. The museum provides interesting insights into what it was like to live there centuries ago, and about the frustration and toil involved in finding out longitude lines at sea. After a short uphill walk, you will be astonished by the view. From the top of the hill you can see Canary Wharf and the East London skyline. Also the prime meridian marked into the ground, which divides the world into the western and eastern hemispheres, and defines zero longitude. It's around a 510-minute walk from Greenwich Market, and towards the end there is quite a steep hill to climb, but well worth it. Great for weekend walks, or taking visitors to London, and there are plenty things nearby to visit, or see afterwards too. A place with historical significance. Londoners used to get their accurate time from this observatory by observing the ball drop at 1 p.m. You can also find a series of standard measurements such as measurement, elevation, and pressure mounted at a wall in front of the observatory. A nice viewing platform is located right in front of the observatory. From there you can get a panoramic view of the Docklands and the whole of Greenwich Park. All you ever wanted to know about the history of time. Bit of a steep walk up to the observatory, but well worth it, and the view of the London is spectacular. Good sunset spot, has a long road to take pictures on, a cliffside that overlooks the city skyline, and the observatory, which is iconic. Very cool place to sightsee. Here you can find the famous meridian line between the east and west time zones of London are determined. The Greenwich line is inside the museum, and you only get to stand over it if you're actually inside the museum, so yes, you'll have to pay the entrance. You can avoid this, go around the fence, through a small door, and you will find also a part where you can make photos. This place is of significant historical and scientific importance, but best enjoyed during warm sunny weather when you can get a great view of London. It may not be absolutely worth it to pay the fee, as you can also see the line right outside the paid zone, and can take the same pic too. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, and leave your comments below.